Hunter.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting...
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Goff on first down. Out to his left. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And an alley to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Goff now looking to throw. And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here's Goff, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
This time a spin. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets away from 1. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. On 1st and 10, Goff buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Alex Okafor. Able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Back to throw. Goff. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Here we go on fourth. Goff forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Breeze now. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here's Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And Josh Hill has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Breeze now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Being chased out left. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. So we've come to halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 105 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
A fantastic return. Started in one end zone, ended in the other. All told, 105 yards. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On second down, here's Goff. And now running right through it. So he got free at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, fellas, here we go.
On first down, it's gone. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun. Goff. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Goff. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Goff. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in from the 20. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Goff. And he floated one out there incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. The Rams on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sheldon Rankins able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now Goff shakes off the sag. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, Goff. Oh, nice move in midfield. Oh, he did it again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
To throw is Goff, and he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs...
Here's Goff. And on On this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that is incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Into the red zone. It's Breeze. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.